Yo, my people. Ah, Obviously, I'm out on a walk this morning. Starting out my day like I always do with my morning walk. Hopefully, it's not too bright. Still learning how to use this camera in all different places and lighting and stuff, but it's gonna be a day in my life. It's the last week of my junior year in university, so should be a fun Monday. It's my last Monday as a junior in university. But yeah, I'm starting the video now. I'm still literally just waking up. I woke up 3 minutes ago, grabbed the camera. But this is what I always do. I wake up from my phone alarm. I don't sit and scroll on my bed to wake up, right? I wake up, turn off my alarm, leave my bed in the room. I throw some clothes on, and I get straight outside for a walk. Whether that be, 7 or 10 minutes at most. Always make sure to get a walk in, activate the body, activate the brain. That helps me wake up. And of course, get some sunlight, activate and reset my circadian rhythm so that I can fall asleep again easy tonight. All right, guys. So, made breakfast. Just blended up, obviously, some fruit, some oats, peanut butter, yogurt, milk, water. That's simple. Usually, I have an avocado, half an avocado in there, but I didn't have one this morning. But yeah, got done with my morning walk, came straight inside, blended this up. That's what a regular morning looks like for me. Honestly, super simple. But I'll drink this again. No phone. My phone's still in my room, so not getting distracted, not flooding my brain with all that crap, social media, none of it. Right? I want to start my days on the best note possible, mentally for sure, but also physically too. Right, with the walk and things, and so every day's a new day. I don't want to be thinking about what happened yesterday, what's going to happen tomorrow. I want to think about today. I want to be in the moment. I want to be present. And so that's how my morning routine kind of helps me do that, right? Stay present and everything, like I said. But the main reason that I'm making and filming today's video is obviously to show you guys a little bit about my life, obviously, right? And like I said, it is the last week of my junior year. Um, so of course I'm filming it to show you guys what that kind of looks like, balancing fitness, business, school, family, friends, lifting, all of it, right? But also I'm primarily filming this video for me, to be able to show my kids one day, because life moves so fast, especially as an entrepreneur, right? Like, in my head, the way I think about my life, it's like pre-entrepreneurship and then after entrepreneurship, right? Like before Christ and after Christ. Literally, that's how I think about it. Um, because when I started becoming, when I started being an entrepreneur, starting my business, my mindset totally shifted, about money, about working, about a job, about passion, about purpose, So it's literally before entrepreneurship, that was my life. And then after entrepreneurship, it's like totally different lives. Um, and so again, after entrepreneurship, life just moves insanely, insanely fast. And so, I mean, like every 6 months, my life looks different. I look different. And that's exactly how it should be. That means you're growing. And so every 6 months, it looks different. I want to be able to come back, 2, 3, 10 years later, be able to come back to this video and see what my life was like. It's going to be fun. So, like I said, breakfast right now, chill out here for a second more, just in the sun, right? Again, that circadian rhythm, super, super important. I found that it worked really well for me to be able to fall asleep easier at night. And then, we'll get ready a little bit, get the hair done, brush the teeth, put on some real clothes, get to work. Got you guys all set up on the tripod. Makes things always easier. But obviously got ready for the day now, and now we start work, right? And what I'm doing today is just checking in with clients, right? So before, actually every Monday and Wednesday is kind of that full client days. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Saturday as well, actually. Full client days, right? Making sure that everybody is doing well. Making sure that everything is running smoothly with all the clients right now in Legacy Fitness. And then Tuesday and Thursdays are my days where I just film, right? Because obviously what I do, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a fitness coach, right? And it's honestly like working two full-time jobs. And they're obviously connected, but both of them have their things. Both of them have their operations, right? And so I kind of have to split it up like that. So Tuesday, Thursdays, my filming days. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, client days. Today is Monday morning, so obviously I'm in making sure that everybody's doing well, right? Making sure that workouts are getting done, meals are getting logged, protein goals are getting hit, making sure everybody's hydrated properly, looking at sleep metrics, making sure that everybody is, again, just doing what they need to be doing, having those proper health inputs to get the outputs that they want. At the end of the day, health, fitness, for human bodies, it's all the same, right? Basic principles that we all need to follow to get X results, right? We're not different, we're all human bodies, but it all is a little bit and needs to be personalized. It needs to be tailored, right? Because what works for me in terms of training, in terms of nutrition, in terms of proper stimulus for my brain, right? How I stress, how I manage my stress, what works for me isn't going to work for all of my clients, isn't going to work for you, right? Again, all the basic principles are the same, but how you tailor those principles to every person, that is how you get true results, and that is how you get to the next level, right? All the clients I work with, they were in great shape before they met me, right? But when they come to me, that's when they're ready to get to that next level. Of course, I work with some beginner level individuals, right? When they're just getting into it. And of course, I can help with that. But who I really love to help is people who already have a base, already have a foundation, already in great shape, shape that 90% of people their age would be satisfied with, but they're not. They know that there's a higher level that they can achieve. They may just not know how to get there. And that's exactly what I do and who I help, how I do it. So, obviously I love my job. I don't even like to call it a job because what I do, it's my passion. It's what I want to be doing. It's what I think about 24/7, about helping people feel better, look better, be more confident, have a more presence in every room that they walk into, right? That's what it's all about for me, not, getting a client abs or bigger biceps. Checking in with clients this morning, and then we keep on going throughout the day. Just checked in with all of the clients, making sure that they're all good, things are running smoothly. That doesn't always take too long, but again, do that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. But yeah, that always goes well, making sure that they're doing good. And usually on Monday, I would do more work, but today, I mean, obviously, like I said, it's my last week. It's finals week. So I've got a lot of stuff to do, just a lot of stuff to finish up this week for school. I've got a presentation today in about 2 hours. It's a 30-minute presentation in my professional selling class. But that's part of what I do as an entrepreneur and as a fitness coach, right? Sales calls, making sure that those go well, and then I actually close the deal. That's how I get clients. And so, I mean, shouldn't be too bad. 30-minute presentation, but the cool thing about AI is that it is helping me a lot with school and with what I do as an entrepreneur and fitness coach, right? But for school specifically, I was able to tell Claude exactly what I needed to be presenting on today. It's actually a product that I invented, that I created in my head. If you've ever heard of the kind of ice cream vending machines called For Reals, it's like F. Apostrophe REAL, For Reals. If you've ever heard of those, it's kind of like that, but it's protein style. So it's like a customizable protein drink, but it's a machine with the customizable protein drinks that I sell to people that own a gym, for example. Right? I sell this machine, It's actually, I don't sell the machine, it's a revenue share. But I have this machine and I place it in their gym, a place with a lot of foot traffic, and that's how we make revenue, and that's how we both profit from this customizable protein drink. So that's what I created in my head for this professional selling class. That's what I'll be presenting on for 30 freaking minutes, standing up there in front of the class. Again, shouldn't be too bad, but AI was able to help me create the presentation. I'll show you it real quick. Look at this, man, Protiv. So literally all of these slides, Claude created for me, and it's just packed with information on this thing. But again, I told it exactly what I wanted. I told it the colors. I told it, what to say on each slide, and that's literally what it did for me. So it's saving me so much time. It would have taken me probably 2 hours to make 20 slides. It would have taken me so long to do this. Put all the information on there, think about it. So obviously AI is such a great tool and it's helping me a ton, but I'll tell you a little bit about it. Protiv, like I said, it's kind of this vending machine. It's not a vending machine necessarily, but it's kind of like one, right? And this is a sort of a graphic, a picture of it, but you have any protein that you want, 20 grams of protein per drink. So I've got to present this in class today. Shouldn't be too bad, but like I just said, AI, it's helping me so much as a business owner and of course as a student. Would have taken me so long to build out all of these slides, so it's saving me tons of time, but I've got to kind of run over this, get it in my brain so that I can present it well in about the next 2 hours for class. But like you've been seeing, I went through my morning routine. I worked for a couple hours this morning. It was about an hour and a half or 2 hours so far this morning. And then I'm just gonna go over this presentation now, get prepared for that, finish up this last week of class. After that, it's summertime. Then I can fully lock in on the business, which I can't wait for. Obviously balancing, fitness, the business, school, again, like I said this morning, family and friends, balancing all of it. I can do it, obviously, right? And I'm seeing some good success from it. But being able to take off a huge responsibility from my plate, taking out school for a couple months, I cannot wait for it. It's gonna be amazing. All I want to do is work when I'm in class. All I'm thinking about is work. So now I don't have to, be distracted in class. Now I can just fully work on the business. Second meal of the day, 6 eggs, 2 pieces of bread, lightly toasted. I don't want it to be, crunchy, but it's warm and it's soft. That's how I like it. Very, very simple meal, but it has to be quick because I've got to get out to class. I've got some stuff to do, so I needed a quick meal, cook that up really quickly, and then we get out, we go to class, we crush this presentation, and then we go to another class after that. All right, so it's about 11:40 a.m. right now. Obviously, I'm in the car on the way to pick up a couple pair of pants. One of the pairs I'm gonna wear actually for the presentation and just for classes today. So I've got to go do that. Just drive into Salt Lake City, drive into the city real quick. Short drive, I live close to the city, so go pick those up and then head to class. What I'm doing right now, just ate that meal, second meal of the day. Today I'll eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals. Pretty much, 4.5, just a small meal before I go to sleep at night, just to hold me over, right? So I'm not trying to go to sleep when I'm hungry. But the reason I wanted to pick up the camera right now is just to talk about school, man. I've said it multiple times. It's the last week of junior year for me. And it's flown by, I feel like I was just a freshman living in the dorms on campus. It just flies by, And as much as I want it to be over, right, I've got obviously 1 more year left. I'll be a senior after this week, technically. So even though I have 1 more year after this, and as much as I want it to be over so that I can just focus on my business and just work, I've got to enjoy it while I can, because it's not going to last forever, right? Being a student, it's only a couple of years, obviously. And so, again, as much as I want it to end, I'm trying to make the most of it. I'm enjoying it a lot, but at the same time, of course, I just want to work without having to get disrupted by classes, homework, meetings with teachers, all of that stuff. But yeah, enjoying my time as a student, making the most of it because I can't really go back to being 21 years old, being a student, going to class, seeing all my friends, seeing classmates, stuff like that. So I'm making the most of it. It's fun. 1 week left of junior year. Got finals this week. Should be simple. Last week was really like the busy week, right? When I was building out all this stuff. This week is just presenting all of it. So really just wrapping all of it up. So I can't wait for summertime, school to be over. All I can do is work, hang out with friends, see family on the weekends, everything like that, man. So driving to the city right now. Like I said, amazing day out here. Driving to the city, pick up some pants, drive to school, get to class, present, and then we get on with the day.
So we combine performance, well-being, nutrition, and physical wellness. We combine it all into one. And we have
boom, baby, just finished up the presentation. Went great. I was confident up there. Maybe took about 25 minutes. I don't think it was the actual 30 minutes like I had to for the assignment, but like I said, it went well. This is the outfit. Not sure if you can see it, but got the loafers on, nice pants, nice shirt. Threw on the watch, made sure we're looking good. Again, making sure we're confident. That's what it's all about. But that went well. Now I've got another class after this for 2 hours, 2 to 4 p.m. And then after that, got to go home, get another meal in, create tonight's client group call presentation. So I'll present again tonight. But yeah, good start to the week. Great Monday. Good start to the last week of junior year. And then, yeah, tonight, get that group call in, go to the gym, hit legs, a little bit of cardio, another meal after that. We'll see what we get up to after that. Just like that, 4 hours of class completed. Mondays and Wednesdays are always and have always been my busy days this whole semester, so it'll be nice not to have those ever again. 4 hours of class. It's difficult, especially trying to balance being a student athlete as well while running a business. This semester was hard, man. It was difficult. 16 credits, trying to balance everything, but we made it work and we're just in the home stretch now. So again, 4 hours of class done. I'm starving. I gotta get home, cook up a meal, and that's gonna be great. It's gonna be ground turkey and rice. Takes 8 minutes to cook, so we get that going. And yeah, I've told you guys what we have after that. All right, so I'm actually already halfway through ground turkey and rice though. Wow, amazing. It actually tastes so good. But yeah, getting this meal in now. Good day of class overall. Crazy. Like I said this morning before class, as much as I want it to be over, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the struggle. I'm enjoying the whole process of being a student, being an athlete, being a business owner, being 21 years old. Like, I'm never going to be 21 years old again, being in my last week of college, and I don't know if you guys can see. We had a party last weekend, and I mean, yeah, you can see it. We had a good time. So I still got to get out there and clean it with the roommates, but stuff like that, Yes, I'm trying to be locked in. Yes, I'm a business owner. Yes, I'm serious about this. But at the same time, I'm never going to be able to come back to 21 years old, throw a party again with one of my best friends, living in the same house, and doing everything that I love at the same time, right? And so, yeah, everything's working. Everything's going exactly how it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason and that life is happening for you, not to you, right? And if you have that victim mentality that life is happening to you, you're questioning, why is this happening to me? Question it. Say, why is this happening to me now? Right? Not why is it happening, but why now? What am I going to learn from this? What am I going to gain from struggling with this specific thing in life? And how am I going to grow? How am I going to get out of it and be a better person in the end? I gotta finish my meal. It's sitting there getting cold. And like I said, it's delicious. So I'm gonna finish this up. All right, meal eaten. I get the laptop, man, and build out the group call with all my clients. I got to build out that presentation. So every single Monday, every week, I have a group call with all of my clients at 6 p.m. And we just talk about a specific health and fitness topic. Like last week, for example, actually, one of my current clients ran that call. It was amazing for me to see and be a part of, obviously. But he ran it and went over sauna, all of the heat and sauna's benefits, and he just went crazy on it. It was so amazing to see, like I said. But usually, obviously, it's me running the call. So today, I'm thinking about the topic of cardio in terms of zones, right? Like zone 2 cardio versus zone 5 cardio. Like I said, gonna be a good topic. I've got to build out that presentation now. It won't take me too long at all, but that call is in about an hour and 20 minutes. So obviously, I've got to get all that built out, kind of go over it with myself before I then get on the call and present it with everybody. We've got some people loaded up into the call, so let's start up this group meeting. Zone 2 is that aerobic base, 60 to 70% of your max heart rate, and that's that fat burning engine. This is the good stuff right here. And then zone 5, the VO2 max builder, and this is that ceiling raiser. VO2 max is the single strongest predictor of long-term health and vitality, right? Raising it means that your 80% feels like what you're 60% used to. You're priming your nervous system. Short, explosive efforts force the CNS to adapt upward. It's going to force your nervous system to adapt and to grow, to enhance. Okay, so as you just saw, group call went amazing. Had a quick call with a client after. He just asked me if we could hop on a call really quickly to talk about a few things. So went over a little bit more than I thought I would in terms of time. That meeting was from 6 to about 6:50, and it's now 7:15 p.m. So we gotta hit legs still and hit cardio and go to the grocery store, and it's 7 p.m. So we need to carb up. We had the last meal at about 4:30, and so I got some good carbs in then, but now I need some quick, fast digesting carbs for some good energy, and that's gonna be 3 rice cakes with honey on it and salt. So it's gonna be a perfect pre-workout snack. Gotta throw this down, then get to the gym. Last meal of the day, baby. Half cup of white rice, half a pound of ground beef. Threw in some mixed veggies in there, just some mixed bell peppers, I believe. And boom. So that's gonna be dinner for tonight. All right, my people. So you saw me go to the gym, smash some legs, right? I didn't go light. It was about 255 for 6 reps that first
top set for squats. And then I took off the 10s and dropped it down to 235 for 7 reps. And then I dropped it to, I can't remember. I dropped the weight on the second set, and then I dropped the weight again on the third set, maybe just to 225 on the third set for 7. And so squats went and felt amazing today. And then after that, I went to the leg press, as you saw. After that, I did some hamstring curls. And what you didn't see is some dumbbell RDLs. I hit calves, and then I hit just 2 sets of hip adductors. So yeah, that was great. Leg workout, crushed it. Even after a hard day of classes, great long day of work, meetings, check-ins, still got into the gym at 7:30 p.m., smashed legs, and it felt amazing, right? And then after that, 20 minutes of cardio, just a zone 2 cardio, right? I'm not going to burn through my nervous system even more after a hard-ass leg day, go and do, a zone 3, zone 4 cardio workout. No way, right? So I just stayed in zone 2 for 20 minutes, get some fat oxidation, right? Burn some fat and not cook the nervous system. Start the recovery process as well right after that leg workout. So that's how you got to structure your training, right? Especially like me as a founder, as someone with a lot of stimulus, a lot of opportunity to get overwhelmed, to burn through my nervous system, not just with training, but with work, with everything going on. I can easily get overwhelmed, easily get stressed, easily have my cortisol spiking. And I don't want to add on more to that with my training, with my cardio, right? So you have to structure it differently, and you have to structure it very, very intentionally as a founder, as a CEO. So it's a busy day. What time is it now? It is, I'm not sure if you can see this, 10:24 p.m. So 10:30 p.m., man. And now, usually, I don't work every night, especially like this close to bedtime. Like my for sure cutoff is 11 p.m. every night. But some nights I like to work up until that time, right? But some nights it's 10 p.m. when I cut it off, just to give myself a time to transition from work mode into, again, sleep mode. And then, like you guys saw in the morning, I transitioned from sleep mode, just waking up, to work mode, right? It's that's how you got to structure it as well. Life is all about your nervous system, parasympathetic versus the sympathetic, and you got to learn how to control both of those. And so 10:30 right now, all I'm going to do is just start editing this video, start uploading some of the clips, put it into CapCut, start editing that, answer some client DMs on Instagram. So very low stimulating activities for the business, right? I want to work a little bit, got some things to get done, but it doesn't require a lot of brain power, right? It's not a deep work session here. It's just getting a couple things done. And yeah, and making sure that I'm doing it in the proper way for my health, so that I can get proper sleep tonight. And how I'm doing that, and what a lot of people don't understand, is proper sleep hygiene, right? I don't have the overhead lights in my room blaring down on me. This light in front of me that I can see, this light in front of me, I mean, usually I wouldn't even have this on. It's too bright. My brain could get confused, for example, think that it's the sun, so it's not going to release melatonin into my brain to help me fall asleep and feel tired. And so, I mean, usually I wouldn't even have this light, but you guys obviously wouldn't be able to see me. But proper sleep hygiene, avoiding the bright lights, the bright overhead lights, making sure that you're not drinking too much water too close to bedtime. It's going to cause you that you need to wake up and, go to the bathroom. High stimulating work activities, making sure you're avoiding that. Avoiding blue light as much as possible with blue light glasses. Simple things, man. But proper sleep hygiene, that can make the difference, right? For high performance, because you take care of your sleep, because you take care of your recovery. So I'm going to start editing this video now. And yeah, it's been a pretty crazy semester, honestly. I think this semester started January 25th, of 2026, and today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you for my Star Wars fans out there. But yeah, it's been a good semester, 16 credits, balancing school, soccer, friends, family, and the business on top of it, and not just soccer training, but the training that I do in the gym as well. Very busy, not a lot of free time, but I'm doing everything that I love. And that's the main point, right? It's busy, but I'm busy with all the things that I want to be busy with. And so it doesn't necessarily feel that chaotic. But I also have and also train to meet the demands of what I do as a business owner, as a student, as an athlete. My training matches that demand. I'm not, again, adding more stress by going to the gym with no intention. I have the right intention. I'm training my, not only to grow muscle, not only to look great, but to feel great, to train my nervous system to be able to handle more load, higher stress tolerance. And that's why I believe I'm able to keep up at this rate. Um, and why I'll continue to work at this rate, all delving and deriving from my health, taking care of my body, taking care of health in all sorts of ways, right? Mentally as well, and bringing the right people alongside with me, my clients, my parents, my brother, my friends, right? It's success is attractive. Success is, what is the word I'm looking for? Contagious. Success is contagious, right? And so with me, the first like 3 or 4 years, it was just me. I tried to get my friends into it. My family, my parents were already into health and fitness, not at the level that they are now, right? But it took some time. They were seeing the results I was getting, and they wanted more of that for themselves. And so they started implementing some of my systems. It's been awesome to see it all changing around me just by what I'm doing for myself. Other people around me are seeing that and wanting those results for themselves. It's been 3 or 4 years, obviously, since I've been in high school, and I'm getting text messages from people who I used to go to high school with asking me, because they see my Instagram account, they know that I'm this health and fitness junkie, right? They come to me. I haven't talked to them in forever, potentially some years. And they say, yo, Ben, what's a good workout split for blah, blah? What should I start eating, blah, blah, right? And I give them some free sauce, you know what I mean? But I like that I'm that person, that I have a identity in these people's minds, even though I don't even talk to them on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. They know exactly the type of person that I am, and they come to me with their questions regarding their health, regarding their longevity, and I love that. I feel honored when they text me and when they ask those questions like that. But that's what it's all about for me. It's not just to help clients get abs for the first time. I said this already in this video. It's not just to get them abs. My business is called Legacy Fitness Coaching. Legacy. I chose legacy for a reason. And I didn't want it to be around my name. I see a lot of fitness coaches. Another big one that I take inspiration from, his name is Cruz Brooks. He's on Instagram, and he's got a great fitness coaching brand, but his is called CB Fit, Cruz Brooks Fit. I didn't necessarily want it to be around my name because it's bigger than me. Of course, I'm the creator of it all, but the knowledge that I pass on to my clients, they pass on to their family members, their friends, their colleagues, their students, for example, right? And the knowledge, again, that I instill, that I pass on to them, is permeating across so many generations, potentially, right? And that is me leaving my legacy. And I think it's one of the coolest things, what I do as a fitness coach, not just transforming each of my clients' lives, but the people around them. They see my clients' success and they also want it for themselves. So they start asking my clients what they did. And then again, they can pass on the knowledge. I think it's one of the most beautiful things. And I can't believe that I am at the core of it. And again, it's something where I feel honored. I don't feel like it's a lot of pressure. I feel like there can be more pressure, and I want that. And obviously, I'm only 21 years old. I started this when I was 19. I've only been in the game for 2 years. And that just tells me there's so much growth with this, right? All through the struggle, all through the hard times, the times where I even question if I should keep doing this because I'm a human. I'm not perfect. I think those thoughts just like you. But yeah, I think it's amazing what's going on. I think there's so much room for growth, and I just can't wait for the future and see where it actually goes because I know what I'm capable of, right? Especially when the time arises, when the opportunity is there, I always take it, no matter if there's a chance to fail. Failure is where success comes from. And so every opportunity I'm taking advantage of. But again, I'm excited to see where this goes. I need to start editing this video like I said I was going to, and sort of kind of wind down for the night, allow my cortisol to drop as much as I can let it before I go to sleep, and then get some really good rest tonight after that leg day so that I can get up tomorrow, go throughout my morning routine as you guys saw, start work. As you know, tomorrow's a filming day, so gotta have a lot of energy, gotta look the part, gotta not look tired, look energized, right? So that starts with my recovery, my preparation the day before. Video is coming along nicely, but it's time for bed, man. I just got back downstairs from my last meal of the day, and that was just 2 spoonfuls of cottage cheese and then a protein shake with my creatine. Super simple. The cottage cheese, it sounds weird, but contains casein protein. It's just that slower digesting protein, and it's really, really good before you go to sleep. Need that after a hard leg day. So two spoonfuls of that, and then I had my protein shake with creatine. Like I said, that's the last meal of the day. Holds me over. My body's used to it. I've been doing that for years now, and that's that. So it's time for bed, which means it's the end of today's video. After I end this video, all I'll do is I'll meditate for 5 minutes, right? It's just a time to reflect on the day, prepare a little bit for tomorrow. So just meditate quickly for 5 to 10 minutes, hop in the shower, get out. That's when I stretch, right? And that's my full stretching routine that all my clients do as well. And that takes about 7 to 10 minutes right there. And then we head to bed for the night, right? Get some good sleep, allow my body to repair, recover, restore, and then I do it all over again tomorrow, right? And that's what it's all about, high performance. You have to find systems and routines that allow you to perform at a high level for a long amount of time. Anybody can work and have a really busy day, right? But not back to back to back to back to back. Their body is not going to be able to handle it. Their brain is going to break down, right? And that's what it's all about. Prioritizing recovery so that you can perform at your highest level back to back constantly. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I know I did. I had a good time making it. It added another layer of stress onto my day, making sure that I filmed it for you all. But also, it was a good time. I enjoyed it, showing you a little bit about one of my busiest days during the week and ending out this week and this year of school. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments. Let me know what you like most about this video. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.